Hello, and welcome back. Today's episode, we are talking about our wildlife sanctuary program in Australia. This program is as unique as Australia is. Imagine being in the authentic Australian bush, working with real rangers in the wildlife conservation and education world, and being surrounded by acres and acres of this refuge where these animals who have nowhere else to go can have a home and some safety. Well, Deepa, our volunteer who I speak to today, did exactly that. Her connection with these animals and the reason why she came is so inspiring. Hear from her about what it's really like on this program. And from her perspective, as a woman traveling on her own above the age of 50. So it's really cool. I love her perspective and her gratitude for life and her gratitude for these animals. Let's jump right in.
So
Yes, yes.
excited to chat with you. Obviously, you got
Yeah,
back
please.
from our program at the wildlife
Yeah.
sanctuary there, and your story and your message that you sent to us just really was so inspiring. One of the things that we really believe in here at GoEco is like these volunteer travel programs are just such an amazing way to stretch your boundaries and your comfort zone and to really
And
inspire people to do things. And your story
yes.
was just so inspiring. So I have a lot of questions for you. So let's start with before you applied to your program. This was, I think, your first volunteer program abroad, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So before you even applied, what got
hmm
you thinking that you're even interested in a volunteer program? What was that like?
That's pretty easy. The reason is actually from childhood, I love animals. Not
Mm,
only animals, flora and fauna, both. I'm so much into them. I should say I'm so much into them compared with the human beings. I just love them so much. Yes. So I've been doing small things in the UAE. Like I used to volunteer for Emirates Nature, WWF.
oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I used to go for planting trees and finding out the native flora and fauna, what are the species there, and all those things. Back home, I'm basically from India. So before moving into UAE, I was in India, and there I used to volunteer with Blue Cross.
Okay.
So yeah, so this has been throughout my lifetime, and once I was into my work and career and family, it was bit pretty less. So now that I'm retired and I got time in my hand, so I thought, why not try something different? So
Amazing.
going from, yeah, going to a different country, knowing about those animals, those plants and species and how they behave. So it's an
Very
experience, really. It taught me a lot.
okay.
Yeah.
So before or when you were applying then,
Mhm.
what were your biggest doubts running through your mind, especially as someone, like you said, you were recently retired and wanted to do something
Yes.
new. So what were the biggest doubts you had?
Traveling, I'm pretty much easy with traveling because I used to travel a lot. I have traveled so many countries. So that was not the main issue. But then this is a entirely different continent. My travel was always on the other side, like Europe, America, Africa. So coming to Australia was the first time, but I was a bit nervous also because it's a long journey, continuous journey I had.
Mhm.
So excitement and as well as bit apprehensive of how things are here, how people are, how the wild animal is also entirely different, the species and other things which are seen here, the climatic conditions. So these things was a bit of a question for me. Food, culture, but once I landed, really, I just enjoyed the flow and I kept going. I didn't have anything to look back. Doesn't. She has been on the call with me whenever I needed, and she answered all my doubts because there was no continuous train from Sydney Central. to go Gosford. So she was always there. She was always there. Even the minute when I landed there, she was like uh, helping me out with everything, the food, taking care of my stay, whatever I needed, even getting on with if there is any problem, you just call me. I'm there 24/7. So I felt like home. I didn't have much of a trouble, you know. Uh,
Mm.
Everything went out so smooth. So, yeah, so while applying, I just had that bit of a doubt, but then
Hmm.
everything went on well. Yeah. Even with you people, like while applying and going through the process, like I had doubts like, oh my God, will I get my visa? Will I do this? Will I do that? But no, everything went smooth. I was so thankful, really.
Amazing. That's awesome. That's what
Yeah,
we love to hear. Our team works so hard to try to make these
yeah,
things
I know.
easy
I
and
know.
accessible. And yeah.
Cass, I would really appreciate her. She was so good right from the beginning, clearing all my doubts. I was like, do I have to take this vaccine? Do I have to do this? Do I have to do that? She immediately, no problem. And I, every time I said, sorry, one more question, one more doubt I had. And she used to say, come on, Deepa, no, please. You call me whenever you want. You are there. We are there to help you out. And every mail she used to answer. Same with Jessica. They were so sweet.
Amazing. So, was there any point in the process before you went that you were thinking, like, is this experience for somebody maybe younger than me, or were you worried about your age? Like, tell me about that.
Yes, I pretty much thought about that because most of the times, uh, youngsters are more interested these days in going like this for volunteering tour and traveling and all those stuff. Also, I just saw in your from your social media site, it's all about these youngsters coming up and showcasing their thing. But then at the last moment, I just found one 80-year-old lady. I forgot her name.
Is that
That
Jill?
really, I think, yes, yes.
Jill in
And
Thailand.
she
We
really,
love
yes,
Jill.
yes. She inspired me so much. She said, no, I have to go. Now it's a shame for me. When she can do, why not me? So once I saw her social media content, her interview, her pictures, that's it. Forget it. No more. I can do it.
Yeah, we
So
love Jill.
yeah.
She gifted herself that volunteer trip with the elephants for her
Ah,
80th
okay.
birthday. So if
You
she could
you
do
you you
it,
will. It's the same story with me.
yeah.
Actually, this was gifted by my husband for my 50th birthday.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
It's like the
So
gift
I'm,
that keeps on giving, right?
yes, I was so thankful to him. And I just said, I think next time we both have to go.
Yes, you should. Love that. So let's see here. So when you landed in Sydney, my question
Hmm.
was gonna be at what moment did you actually feel like you got support? But you already answered that. You said like from the minute
Yeah.
you arrived, our team had you there.
Just because of that, trains were delayed and some were just stopped because some work was going on. And we came to know only that morning. I mean, the moment when we landed and when I went into the central, and the people were so good. The reason I'm telling you this is when I landed, I was like, I didn't have a SIM.
Hmm.
I couldn't connect with her, and there was no Wi-Fi in that particular area, the central, the platform where I landed. And a good Samaritan there, a stranger who was working there. I think Sydney Transport. He's working, I think. So he actually gave his mobile and he helped me. He said, you can call the people whom you want to and just inform them that you are traveling and you know how to go. And he explained me the process, like where to go. I have to take the platform number 8 and go to Epping. From there, I have to, what train I have to take. He was so good. People were so nice. And that made me at ease, to know that people are so good and they'll help me. So I'm nowhere to be lost or to be worried about. So everything went smooth.
Amazing. Good, good.
Yeah.
So people often ask us like why book through GoEco and why book through an
Mhm.
organization. And we love to tell them it's because when you arrive or when things go wrong or when you have all those questions that you have a
I know.
team of people to support you.
I
So
know. I
would
know.
you agree? Like what would you say to somebody who's wondering?
Definitely, definitely. The reason is maybe you can travel. I have traveled many countries. We can travel. But the thing is, when there is an emergency, there is some backup, there is someone to help you. And also, it's not always that you know the process, of a
Mhm.
different country, what are the things, how you should be prepared. So everything was done by you people. I didn't have to think about it, anything. And for me, actually, at the same time when I was traveling, for the last 2 months, my son's admission process were going on. He is actually going into uni. So looking after his visa, his admission process, and everything, I completely forgot this. And I would say Jessica was there always 24/7 to take care that are you ready? Are you ready with the visa? Are you ready with the ticket? Have you done your insurance? Have you done your medical? So someone is there to take care and guide you through the process, in spite of like we being occupied with so many other things. So
Mhm.
there's nothing to worry. Yeah, they are there. Similarly, if any emergencies, God forbid, I didn't have one, but I've heard there can be anything, like
Mhm.
back home you'll be having an emergency, you have to come back. So you guys are there to take care of everything. So that's something to be noted. And I think yes, going through your organization is really helpful in every way.
Hmm. Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome. I love to hear that. Good, good. You said in one of your messages that you sent us that even though our Go Eco team is sometimes miles away, that you felt that we
Yeah.
were really
Yes.
connected with you
Yes.
anyway. So,
Yes.
like, how did that
Yes.
feel throughout your trip?
Because you were there always through email or through
Mhm.
chat, you call me anytime I wanted. I didn't even the last call which I made with Jessica, I didn't have to actually. But when I said something like, should I do this? She immediately called and she was there. She was ready to answer my questions. So I didn't feel like they were miles away. Then I
Mhm.
came to know, like, while even you are there in Canada, I didn't know. So you guys don't mind about the time difference or anything, and you are there to help me whenever we need it. So that's why I said, you know, like everything was so smooth in spite of being in different places.
Mhm.
Um, where I'm doing the volunteering is all the way in another continent. It's in Australia, but still everything was done and taken care of. Yeah,
Good. Yeah,
yeah, that's why I felt
we
that.
tell you guys when you travel that because we have our WhatsApp groups, we love to tell people that you're
I know.
literally just in our pocket at all times because
Pocket,
you're on
yeah,
your phones and we like carry you guys around everywhere. So
I know.
that's good. I'm glad you felt that. So let's talk about the animals now. I'm so excited because this will be like the first thing, the first kind of new experience. You're working with animals maybe for the first time. What surprised you the most about working with the environment, or working with the animals in their environment?
Uh, See, coming from a tropical place, from an Indian continent,
Hmm.
um, I think we don't find these kind of animals which are native to Australia, like the
Hmm.
wallabies or wombats or kangaroos. They are entirely different for us. So, yes, I did a few volunteering back home in my home country, but still, there is a huge difference with those animals, flora and fauna, both, I should say. The reason I said is I was like found amazed. I was dumbfounded, I should say, when I was hearing scribbly gum from Tessin and why that scribbly thing is there on the gum tree and all those things. So many species. So both flora and fauna entirely different. So looking at those animals, We think, oh, all animals are same and it's going to be taken care in the same way. No, they have their own food, they have their own environment, they have their own behavior too. So learning those things, and it's not that easy to learn also within one day or 2 days. You have to have the patience. So you're also at the same time learning how to be patient enough to look after those animals. Uh, those are all, sometimes it can be endangered animals also. So,
Mhm.
how much native to these species are and how they are interconnected with the whole environment and biodiversity. So, learning all these things, it's really helpful so that you can uh, educate this to the next generation or to the people whom you know or whom we are surrounded with. It really
Mhm.
helps us to save the environment at the end of the day. Yeah, that's the main motive. It should be for each and every one. It's not only us humans being in this environment, isn't it?
Mhm.
So even small things, taking care of them, what they need, what they eat, how they are connected with the cycle of environment, and what should be done to protect these animals and plant species. So it's a beautiful thing, and I'm so much interested in environmental protection. So it helped me a lot to know about these animals, especially
Amazing.
wombats. Yeah, they're all. I mean, their population is getting reduced,
Mhm.
so it's really knowledgeable to know what they need and how we need to protect our environment. Yeah,
Mhm. Very cool. Yeah, we love these programs because our volunteers all the time say that the takeaway, the education that you learn
yeah,
while you're there, it's not just helping, it's also you're learning so much alongside
I know,
professionals in the
I know.
field, and it's all about the education and conservation, and you can definitely take that home with you. So
I
I
know.
love that
Most
I
of the
love that you do
time
that.
nowadays, when people travel, they only think about holding them, cuddling them,
Mm,
having fun time with them. No, it's beyond that. You're not supposed to hold them. They are in the wild. Let them be in the nature. Let them be there. So learn about the next stage, what they need.
mhm,
So it's really an eye opener. And maybe I hope I can educate few of them
mhm.
so that we can save the environment. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of the reasons why we love chatting and talking with you. Volunteers, the ones who've
I
been with
know.
GoEco and hearing what it was like. What was your takeaway? We want to share that with as many people as we can. And you're right,
Yeah.
these wildlife programs are not petting zoos. They're not cuddling with the animals. They're serious
Yeah.
conservation. And yeah, so was there an animal that you really bonded with, or one that really stood out to you, or a moment that you really had with the wildlife?
Yeah. I am a bird called Happy Emu. She just loved me so much, and I think you must have seen the picture.
Oh,
I'm not
yes, I
sure.
saw that
She was so
picture.
close to me, and she was leaning on me, and oh my God, I felt really some sort of bond. And wherever I go, she used to come behind me, leaning on me, and oh my God, I felt really some sort of bond. And wherever I go, she used to come behind me. So
Mhm.
that really touched me, you know. Not all the animals are same, as well as maintain your distance. They're happy to come closer to you, you know.
Yeah,
It's not that you should go for something, but they will come to you when
yeah,
you show respect and mutual uh, love. Love
yeah.
can be from the distance also. They will understand.
Exactly. That's
So,
also the
yeah,
beauty of being on these volunteer programs, especially the wildlife ones, for the minimum is 2 weeks, right? So
yeah,
because you're
yeah.
there now daily and the animals get used to you and
Yes.
they feel more comfortable. It's exactly what you said. It's not
No,
about us
when I
approaching
have
them.
noticed that,
Yeah,
yeah,
they'll
I
come
have
to
noticed
you.
with many animals, when the moment you approach, they get scared and frightened and they move away. But
Yeah.
when you show the respect and when you stay in your line, they will come to you because they
Yeah.
trust you. So that trust is the main thing, you know.
Yeah.
So
This sanctuary. Yeah. Yeah, sorry to cut you off, but yeah, this sanctuary I know is very, very unique because there's also an area that's very wide open, and some of the animals do roam free, and
Yeah, they
so
do.
it's a beautiful experience for our volunteers. Not all of our sanctuaries are like that, so this one's very special. And
Yeah,
I imagine it's in that area with the roaming animals that they come up and you
yeah.
can, spend that time with them. What was that like? Mhm.
It's like going on a safari, but you're not in a closed environment or anything. You respect them, and they are just roaming freely, and they come near you. Uh, like it's so beautiful. I am in the middle of a forest, surrounded by all the animals. That experience is really an eye opener for someone who wants to cuddle them and know about them. I mean, just to cuddle them, have fun with them. No, it's not that. Do you like someone being holding you 24/7 or no, right? You like your own space. It's like that. So I used to write, I'm an author. I hope you know that.
I
Uh, you
saw,
know,
yeah,
right?
Cass wrote something about that. I was going to ask you, you
Yeah.
wanted to do some research for one of your books, or is that what you?
No, I was planning to write my next book, but basically a geneticist. So my first book was about all those stuff, and even if I write, I'll be writing about genetics. But this time, I don't know, something while sitting there in the middle of the those animals, one day I just thought, no, I have to write about Australia. I have to write about these animals. So I started writing, and my chapter one is over. Hopefully, I should move on when I find time, when I go back, because right now I'm a bit busy. So sitting among them and writing that book was really, it's a gift from heaven, I should say. I just loved it. Kangaroos are just roaming around. They are so happy. They are so free. You're sitting right in the middle of them. That's an amazing experience one should have, definitely.
Yeah.
And the peacock, wallaby, walrus. Oh
Mhm.
my God, beautiful birds. Birds, I should say. I'm actually a bit scared of birds because I have never been so close to birds. But here, they come, they pass by, they sit next to you. It's really good.
That's
I think
amazing.
one should really take that uh, life in their lifetime, take a pause and experience all this and
Mhm.
understand what is wildness, what is wildlife. Yeah.
Yeah, that's wonderful. One of the universal experiences that volunteers get on these wildlife programs, and I've visited them too, so I've been there. I've also done the whole full 2 week program on a wildlife program,
Okay.
and the biggest takeaway I'm hearing from you, and I know exactly what you mean, is that when you're there for 2 weeks and you have the routine of the waking up and doing the volunteer work, there's also
I
lots
know.
of downtime. There's lots of relaxation time where you can just be in the nature with the wildlife, and there's
I,
that kind of connection time that you can have. You mentioned that in one of your
you
messages.
pause your
Um,
life, that I think, I hope you know how metropolitan city like Dubai, how the life is.
yeah.
We just wake up, go to our work, come back. Only those 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. That's the time for us to hang around with friends and go out and do our daily routine. I mean, family things and all those stuff. So the life is like continuous. It's on a fast pace. There is no time to pause and think about yourself or uh, to have a blank time. Think
Mhm.
about nothing,
Yeah.
relax, enjoy. But this actually gave me that sitting there doing nothing and only doing that routine work, getting up and taking care of the animals, cleaning their enclosure, being with them, what they need, food, water. It's amazing. It just puts a pause on your life and starts making us think about being relaxed. That's what one need, I would say.
Yeah.
It's really nice to go through that experience once in your lifetime.
Yeah, that's amazing. And what would you say to other women who are also now in their 50s about wanting to do this kind of a program on their own or with somebody or on their own? Doesn't really matter. But what would you say to women your
Yeah.
age?
Uh, I think, see, right after 45, be it any women's undergo a huge change in their physical,
Mhm.
uh, because of that mental also. Mentally they get too worked out or stressed out because of their physical issues.
Yeah.
So I would say, like, definitely this is a must. And I am a new person now because I think I would say I have been suffering that physical change in my body for quite some time now.
Mhm.
But this experience has totally changed me. I'm not stressed out nowadays. I'm not, what is it, worried about, oh my God, I have got a headache. I have got this. I don't have anything. I'm just completely a new person. So I would say there should be some physical change. In order to get a physical change, you need a mental change also. So
Mhm.
going through getting away from your family routine and having these kind of relaxed moment, knowing something, being with nature, it really helps us a lot.
Mhm.
And definitely it's a must. And I wouldn't say only these kind of things, but something to do to relax. You need some change in your life on a slow pace, be it environmental or wildlife volunteering, or it depends upon person to person. Some may be a marine lover, maybe they can choose those kind of things, swimming and looking into such kind of activities. But definitely, this is a huge game changer in one's women's life, I would say, especially during this age. So yes, definitely they need to try it out.
Mhm.
It is worth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so incredible. Do you think this experience would have meant the same thing if you had done it when you were younger at 25, or what do you think that would be like?
I think that would have hit me in a different way. Yeah, definitely. But this is in a different notion. Like being in your 50, as I said, physically you're so tired
Mhm.
going through all the metropolitan lifestyle and all those things. But this is a change for you. But younger age, I have got all my spirits. I would have gone one step ahead. I wouldn't be returning, I would say, in that case, if I was in my younger days. Yeah, uh, definitely, I would come allowed to come back again and do something similar. And I said definitely with my husband.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well, definitely make sure your husband's on the next trip with you.
yes,
Good. Okay,
yeah.
wonderful. So let's talk a little bit more about the program and what it was like to live there in the accommodations. I know it's rustic and it's in the woods, and so it's a little bit, it's very simple. It's not
That
fancy.
actually,
Yeah.
yeah, that it's rustic, and that's a plus point.
Yeah.
And for the younger volunteers, I would say that teaches you a lot of life skills.
Hmm.
You have to go through it, yeah. And for the older people like me, it's like it's a challenge. You know that, and you're going to come out of your comfort zone. So it changes your perspective. It changes what you need next. It shows you the direction to overcome all those things and to see a new path.
Hmm.
You can do it. Yeah.
You
So there is
can
a two
do it.
different ways, we are living in a rustic world like that in a wild atmosphere. And I should say, actually, I had even more good experience. The reason is actually the weather was a bit rough during this time.
Okay.
So in a day, you can experience all the four weathers, I would say. Morning, night times are very chilly. Afternoons are pretty super hot, hotter than Dubai, I should say. Even though coming from there, yeah, I felt the intense heat here. Because in Dubai, we don't go out generally during the summer. So we know what it is and we avoid. But here, obviously, you have to do it. So the heat was a bit intense, but you don't know, it's only for an hour or something.
Hmm.
Immediately, it starts pouring out. and the rain is there. So the climate was really weird, and it's a wonderful experience to go through that too.
Awesome. So cool. So what practical tips or recommendations would you have for someone who's, above the age of 50 or 50 plus, who's going there soon? What would you practically say to them on how to prepare or what to think about when they go?
As I said, like the one thing what we just discussed is about the rustic environment.
Hmm.
So you need to be ready, prepared. You don't know what comes out there with the weather or anything because it's a wildlife, right? Nobody can handle it. So keep your physic healthy. So I did a bit of. I never used to do anything of exercise or anything. I don't have those things. But then I started preparing myself for the last 1 year. You should be healthy enough to handle things, isn't it? Yeah. So be prepared. But at the same time, you guys are there to help us out.
Hmm.
So yeah. Uh,
Good, good.
mentally, physically, mentally, when you're prepared, definitely you will end up being physically fit also.
Yeah.
So
Good. Awesome. Yeah.
yeah.
And you're right. We really do send a lot of information to all of you guys before to help you be prepared. So do you feel that we gave enough information? Was there any information you felt like we should add to to the package that we
Uh,
sent?
No, I don't think so. Everything was there, and right from the itinerary, what we have to bring to how we have to take care of it. When you see all those things, you get an idea, you get a rough idea of what you're entering into and how things will be. So I don't think so. And even Tassin was helping us with everything, like in case of emergency, what you need, what you don't need, in case if you miss out on something she's on hand to give us it. So everything was there. So everything was arranged so beautifully. So I don't think there is anything that,
Okay,
yeah.
good. Awesome. Very cool.
It's only mental preparation, what you need to do, how to go through the travel thing and how to reach there and how to deal with animals. Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing else.
Okay, good. Okay. And so you actually, I love that you said in one of the messages you sent us that you called the experience overall like a gift. What part of that gift do you think that will really stay with you forever?
How I treat the animals, I was thinking it is one way to treat, like one way, one direction only. But I think no, different animals have their own behavior,
Hmm.
and when in wild, how they behave. So patience is the most important thing, uh, and taking care of these animals. Uh, I don't think being in UAE, I'll directly have a hands-on connection with them, but still I can spread the knowledge
Hmm.
in many ways through social media, through maybe writing a book or all those things. And some behaviors I can use it in my own life, how to deal with my kids, my family, my surroundings, isn't it? Yeah. So these kind of things are, yeah, is a gift because I'm a person who thinks uh, to do things on a routine, like plan everything out and have a plan, vision, and do it. But no, sometimes it's not that. Things happen, and you need to know how to take care of those things. And while being there, like one of the kangaroo moms, it has left its kid, and the kid was found by a stranger passing by and was brought to the sanctuary. And these people, the way they handled it, the way they raise it, those are all small, small experience, like being patient and having to clean that, addressing its, needs. That's a 24/7 routine. You can't just say something and just leave it there and go. You need to know their needs. So
Yeah.
it's a huge task. It's a huge task, and patience is one of the biggest thing you need to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. Oh, amazing. Well, thank you again for all the things that you've done for that program and all those time and
Oh,
work you put in.
I
It
should
really,
thank actually. Because not always everything comes out so well, But I think this particular travel for me, the experience, it was like a proper gift with everything done in a very nice way and handed out to me. And the package was really good. So had a beautiful experience. Yeah.
amazing. Oh, that's just, it's music to my ears. I just love hearing these stories from our travelers. And yeah, that's so lovely. Thank you so much for saying that.
That's that's
Uh,
that's nice talking to you. You're too sweet.
yeah, you too.
Take care.
It's such an honor to be able to chat with you. So thank you so much. Thank you for everything.
Thank you, dear. Thank you.